Welcome to Free Advice Guy. I'm Luke Halter, Free Advice Guy. We're here at the Fairy Tale Finds Market out at the Peoria Sports Complex, hoping to have conversations and maybe change people's lives. Thanks for sitting down and having a conversation with us. You asked a question a second ago. Ask that question one more time.
So I was wondering, me being in high school, I have filled out applications and I'm waiting for callbacks. But they'd say that they're gonna call me back, but I haven't got a call back yet. And I also need help with saving money. So what advice could you give me?
All right, so let's start with the employment one first. So I have two pieces of advice here, and they're not gonna work with everybody. Number one, walk in, right? If you applied at Sonic and they're not answering you or they haven't gotten back to you, go in when you think a manager's working and say, hey, can I speak with a manager? And they might be like, why? The people there are like, why do you want to talk to my manager or whatever? But it's nothing bad. And they come out and be like, hey, I just want to introduce myself. I applied here a week ago, 2 weeks ago, and I wanted to introduce myself in case you had any more questions that I could help you out with to get to know me or whatever. And they might go, I was expecting that. That shows some initiative. You're here. You actually care about this job because you're here. Secondarily, a softer follow-up would be to email them or call them like, hey, I filled out my application 2 weeks ago. I'm really excited about the opportunity. 1 week ago, 3 days ago, whatever it is. I'm really excited about the opportunity. I was wondering if you had any updates or was there any questions you had about me that I could answer for you, right? So it shows, number one, the initiative. Like, you care about this job, so you're gonna reach out and see like, hey, what can you do to increase your chances? Number two, you're just doing something that most people don't do. They fill out an application and move on. You're really showing you care, man. That means something. Poor guy. All right, and then your second question was, how do you save money? All right, I'm gonna give you the most important answer of your life, but it's gonna sound like the most boring answer of your life.
All right.
But literally every person you see walking right here could benefit from this. Do a budget. When I say a budget, I mean down, especially at the beginning, do a budget down to the penny. Figure out all of your income, all of your expenses. Figure out, are you in a surplus, meaning you have extra money every week or every month, or are you in a deficit and you owe more money than you make at the end of every week or every month? The budget will be an eye-opening experience for you because you'll go, wow, I didn't realize I was spending XYZ on this. And then randomly, a bill will pop up that you weren't expecting. You're young, so that might be like, oops, I forgot about my insurance that comes every 6 months. It's not due until September and it's May. Uh-oh. Well, when that pops up, you then add it to your budget. So the further out you go, the more you add to your budget, the more specific it gets. And from there, all the fun begins. Because once you have a surplus or extra money, you then begin creating goals and then saving and investing that money to really make your money work for you. And I'm assuming one day you want to be wealthy or...
Yeah, one day I do want to have like a decent amount of money so I can do, like, for an example, I play VR and I want to save up my money so I can purchase a gaming PC so I can do PC VR and also body tracking.
I love it. Okay, so this is actually a really good specific first example. How much will all of that equipment cost you?
Probably a couple $100,000 maybe.
A couple $100,000?
100 to 1,000 maybe.
Oh, a couple $100 to 1,000.
Yeah, depending on the trackers that I get and also depending on the PC.
Let's go higher. Let's just call it $3,600. And I'm saying this for a reason. If you know it's $3,600, and you know you want to own it or you want to buy this stuff in a year, that means you know right now you need to be putting $300 per month away to get to $3,600. When you are thinking about these big purchases, they're not tomorrow or next week. You should be thinking out, this is a big thing I want to buy. How far out do I want to buy it? Once you figure that out, you then learn how much you need to put aside per month so you can pay for that thing cash. You don't have to put it on a credit card, you won't owe interest, you won't go in debt. And if you keep saving that amount every month, be it to a slush fund or a specific fund for specific things, you'll know you have that money to blow. You won't have to sell investments. It won't hurt your ability to hit other financial goals, and that money will just be available for you.
All right.
Yeah. What questions you got?
For those who are watching the videos and the algorithm, what advice could you give to the sorry,
Hey, no worries, man. I appreciate you doing this.
algorithm on, like, for an example, like your average high school teenager?
Yeah, I hate to be boring. I'll add on, because the budget, literally for every person walking here, if you walked up to any person and say, hey, do you have a detailed budget? They're gonna give you like the scare face. They don't do it. This should start at your first job. When you're making $100 a week, $200 a month, whatever it is, you should start with that budget. But then the next thing you need to be thinking about is emergency funds and just the way you think about your money. What is this dollar that you have gonna do for you? What do you want it to do for you? What actions are you taking to achieve that, right? So like for you, if you want to buy a gaming computer to do all these things, you have this money that you need to save and put aside so you can make that purchase, right? So it's so similar to what I said to you, but a budget is really the first thing. If somebody can spend less than they make, there we go, that's it. For every high school kid in the world, for the rest of your life, spend less than you make. That's it.
All right.
If you could spend less than you make for the rest of your life, you'll be in a pretty good spot. I think that's probably the best thing I could say to anybody.
Well, that's all the questions I have.
I appreciate you, brother.
Thank you very much.
I appreciate it.
I never get tired of these conversations because they can truly have a lifelong impact. The principles actually work. And unlike most other videos, you can absolutely try this at home and make a budget.
Free Advice Guy is completely crowdfunded. If you believe in the mission and you want to help millions of people achieve financial literacy, click the Patreon link below and become a community member.